Welcome to my channel for learning English through stories.
From a small village to a big dream. This is a realistic story about a young boy, his family, and his dream. A simple beginning. Omar was born in a small village. His family was not rich, but they were happy. Omar lived with his mother, father, and two younger sisters. Their house was small and simple. His father worked long hours to support the family. His mother stayed at home and took care of the children. Every morning, Omar woke up early. He washed his face, ate a simple breakfast, and walked to school. Sometimes the weather was very hot. Sometimes it was cold or rainy. But Omar rarely missed school. He loved learning. His favorite subject was English. He did not understand every word at first. In fact, English was difficult for him. But Omar had a dream. One day, he wanted to speak English well and work in a good job. His father always told him, "Education can change your life." Omar never forgot those words. The difficult years. When Omar was 12 years old, his father lost his job. It was a very difficult time for the family. There was less money at home. They had to be careful with everything they bought. Omar noticed that his mother was worried. One evening, he heard his parents talking quietly. "We have to save money," his father said. His mother nodded. "What about the children's school needs?" she asked. "We will find a way," his father answered. Omar stood outside the room and listened. That night, he could not sleep. He thought about his family. The next morning, he made a decision. He wanted to help. After school, Omar started doing small jobs in the village. Sometimes he helped an old man carry heavy bags. Sometimes he cleaned a small shop. On weekends, he helped his uncle with simple work. The money was not much, but Omar gave some of it to his mother. At first, she did not want to take it. "You are still a child," she said. "I know," Omar replied, "but I want to help." His mother looked at him with tears in her eyes. She was proud of him. A new challenge. Even with his small jobs, Omar continued going to school. But life was becoming more difficult. He was often tired. Some days he came home late. He had to finish his homework after working. Many of his friends played outside. Omar wanted to play too. Sometimes he looked out of the window and heard his friends laughing. For a moment he felt sad. Then he looked at his books. He remembered his dream. He told himself, "This is difficult now, but my future can be better." So he continued. Every day he studied a little. 10 new English words, one short story, one small conversation. He wrote new words in a notebook and read them again before sleeping. He made mistakes, many mistakes. Sometimes he pronounced words incorrectly. Sometimes he forgot what he had learned. But he did not stop. An important teacher. One day, Omar's English teacher noticed his hard work. Her name was Mrs. Sarah. She often saw Omar studying alone during the break. One afternoon she asked him, "Omar, why do you study so much?" Omar smiled. "Because I have a dream." "What is your dream?" she asked. "I want to speak English well. I want to have a good future. I also want to help my family." Mrs. Sarah smiled. "That is a beautiful dream." From that day, she started helping him. She gave him old English books. She wrote simple exercises for him. Sometimes after school, she stayed for a few minutes and practiced English with him. "Do not be afraid of mistakes," she told him. "Every mistake teaches you something." Those words gave Omar more confidence. The first big opportunity. Years passed. Omar finished school with good grades. Then he applied for a small training program in a nearby city. Many young people applied. Omar was nervous. He did not have expensive clothes. He did not have many advantages. But he prepared carefully. He studied for the interview. He practiced English every day. On the day of the interview, he woke up very early. His mother prepared breakfast. His father looked at him and said, "Just do your best." Omar traveled to the city. He sat outside the interview room with many other young people. His hands were shaking. Then his name was called. He walked into the room. The interview was difficult. One person asked him a question in English. Omar took a deep breath. He did not know the perfect answer. But he tried. He made a few mistakes. Still, he continued speaking. When the interview ended, he was not sure what would happen. He returned home and waited. 1 week passed, then another week. Finally, one morning, he received a phone call. "Congratulations," a woman said. "You have been accepted." Omar could not believe it. He thanked her again and again. Then he ran home. "Mother, father," he shouted. His family came outside. "I got the opportunity." His mother hugged him. His father smiled proudly. For the first time in many months, the family celebrated together. Life in the city. Moving to the city was not easy. Everything was new. The streets were busy. The buildings were tall. Omar did not know many people. At first, he felt lonely. He missed his family and his village. The training was also difficult. Some students spoke English better than him. Sometimes, Omar felt that he was behind everyone else. One night, he thought about giving up. He called his mother. "I don't know if I can do this," he said. His mother was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "Do you remember how you started?" "Yes," Omar said. "You started with one small dream and 10 words every day." Omar smiled. His mother continued, "You do not have to be the best today. Just be better than yesterday." After the call, Omar opened his notebook. He started studying again. Step by step, Omar continued learning. Every day he improved. He listened to English lessons. He read simple articles. He spoke with other students. He practiced, made mistakes, and learned from them. Slowly, his confidence grew. After finishing the training program, Omar found his first job. The salary was not very high, but it was a beginning. He worked hard. He arrived on time. He listened carefully. He asked questions when he did not understand something. His manager noticed his effort. "Omar," he said one day, "you learn quickly." Omar smiled. "Thank you. I just try not to give up." Helping his family. After some time, Omar started earning more money. The first thing he did was help his family. He bought school supplies for his sisters. He helped his parents with important expenses. One day, his father looked at him and smiled. "I remember when you were a little boy," he said. "You told me that you wanted to change your life." Omar looked at his father. "I am still trying," he said. His father put his hand on Omar's shoulder, "and you are doing it." Omar knew that success did not happen in one day. There was no magic. There was no easy road. There were difficult days. There were mistakes. There were moments of fear and doubt, but there was also hard work. There was patience, and there was hope. The lesson. Years later, Omar visited his old school. He met Mrs. Sarah, his English teacher. She was happy to see him. "You have changed a lot," she said. Omar smiled. "Yes, but I still remember your words." "What words?" she asked. "Do not be afraid of mistakes." Mrs. Sarah smiled. Omar looked at the classroom where he once sat as a young boy with a big dream. He thought about his small village. He thought about his difficult days. He thought about his family. Then he realized something important. A big dream does not always begin with a big opportunity. Sometimes it begins with a small step. One page, one new word, one difficult day that you decide to continue. Omar's story teaches us that life can be difficult. You may not have everything you want. You may feel tired. You may make mistakes. You may feel that other people are ahead of you, but you should not stop. Keep learning, keep working, keep believing in yourself, because every small step can take you closer to your dream. The end. Remember, you do not need to be perfect to begin. You just need to begin.
If you enjoyed the story, please subscribe and leave a like to support me.